other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And oh, right away, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Cliff Averill in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Here's Wilson to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wilson on second down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, Peterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll fake to Peterson, and now Breeze. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
On second down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run again with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Here's Breeze to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, this is Rawls. A little juke, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run with Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They run again on first down. Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Saints on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Easy.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Counterplay. Rawls spins away. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you
on
need
that
for a good
counter play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Third down, here's Rawls. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run with Rawls. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On third and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Klein. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Play action. Breeze. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Breeze now on first down. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down now after the pass completion. Breeze to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. Ooh, with a juke. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Breeze now. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Flushed out right. He uncorks it for Snead. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
10 yards still left on second down. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, the 40, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Wilson on 3rd and 2. Looking deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really, this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start the drive with Peterson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here, and some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Breeze to throw on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Breeze finding Flainer for New Orleans first. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Got his left. Got his left. 0-2, 0-2. Like 50.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Peterson. There's some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the counter, here's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans.
Kill. Ready. Like 50. Ready. Go.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out now come the Seahawks. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
first down, precise. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a